Okay, home was built here in the Heights. Went with a traditional 1920s genre of the teardrop 117 siding. A siding that we used was to go along with the genre of the 1920s. We used a teardrop 117. Unlike a lot of builders that use Hardie, which kind of gives it that generic look, we wanted to stick with the nostalgia of the 20s and went back to the original teardrop siding. We wanted to create kind of a spacious floor plan, something that's great for entertaining, great for families, great for parties, separates the living from the entertaining area, just kind of opens it up, gives you a warmer, cozier feeling without being so. We did a widening hallway. We didn't want to create kind of a claustrophobic feeling, especially if people were coming opposite directions down a hallway. We wanted it to be wide enough. That also accents a lot of the crown molding, the floor, the baseboards, the doors, the gel aluminum windows, and just giving it a really open feel. We did a little different. We wanted to really exaggerate the height of the ceilings in this home, so we went with a triple stack finger joint crown molding. So it's a crown molding that falls to a 1x6 and then has a nice PM5 finish. Really molds it to the wall. Same thing with the baseboard. We didn't want to go with a traditional 1x4. We wanted to beef it up, really give it that 1920s heavy, thick wood look, and I think we were able to pull that off pretty successfully. On this particular house, we gave a lot more attention to detail, starting from the subfloor up. We used an oversized subfloor, which is called Advantech. It's actually 1.8 inches thick. It silences the steps below, really helps from a shifting standpoint, just a little higher quality. As far as the granite, we wanted to go kind of overboard on the marble and granites. These are actually Calcutta countertops imported from Greece. We did a lot of just selection processes from trying to separate these homes from the other homes here in the Heights. Going with finger joint wood, Calcutta marble and granite countertops, shaker style cabinets. A lot of attention to detail went into this home. A lot of high-end choices. Selection process was pretty tedious. One of the big things that TFC prides himself on is the attention to detail from this house being mainly oil rub bronze for the fixtures, the Delta faucets. We wanted to pull that accent out to match the ceiling fans, to match the light kits, the chandeliers, the hinges, the door hardware. It just pulls everything together real nicely. As far as the kitchen goes, we went with a shaker style traditional cabinet, which goes along again with the 1920s genre. We went above and beyond. All the cabinets, all the drawers inside the entire house has self-closing hinges. That keeps the doors from being slammed. It also is nice as far as just from a self-closing mechanism. We also hand-selected the backsplash, which is a marble to complement the Calcutta granite. Farmer-style ceramic sink, oil rub bronze Delta faucets, GE Aurora stainless steel appliances, just really pulling the kitchen together nicely. One of the things we wanted to eliminate with putting a pot filler over the stove makes it a very nice convenience. Another one of those thoughts that a lot of builders don't go into, and it keeps somebody from having to fill up a pot at the sink and carry it over to the stove. Just from a sensibility standpoint, it makes things a lot easier. We also wanted to feature kind of a built-in wine cooler, more from the entertaining side, keeping it outside the kitchen yet accessible from the living room. Island kitchen contains the same thing, self-closing hardware. It's also an oversized countertop, 9 feet by 5.5 feet, giving you a place for your built-in microwave, storage, pots, pans, trash can receptacles, the whole 9 yards. At the front of the home, we wanted to offer a little more versatility, giving you an office space and or bedroom. It does have a closet, also connects to a walk-in shower bathroom. So it gives you a little more versatility. You have the option of having it as an office, having it as a guest room as well. Ceiling heights was another thing we wanted to pay attention to that helped the home give more of that open, spacious feeling. Downstairs is 10-foot ceiling height, upstairs being a 9-foot ceiling height. Going into the master, we wanted to kind of separate the master bedroom from all the other ones. We gave it a private sitting area that can be a sitting area, could be a fitness area, could also be a little baby's niche for a bassinet. Master also has its outside separate private balcony. Everything connected into the master bath, going to the nice standalone tub, chandelier, and open window, walk-in, complete glass enclosed shower, as well as a private toilet room and a his and hers closet. We also came in and put in a media room that is also a separate bedroom if wanted to be. It's pre-wired for surround sound, low voltage television, also having its own closet with a shared Jack and Jill bathroom. One of the things we wanted to set these homes apart from all the other ones that are built in the Heights area is we wanted to create a skywalk. We wanted to connect the private guest quarters to the rest of the house, yet still being able to secure it from the rest of the house as well. So the accessibility from the private guest quarters to the rest of the home is by an elevated walkway, giving it just a nice feature, helping as far as counting that square footage for the homeowner as well. And great for that teenage son or daughter, keeping them kind of separate, getting them transitioned to living on their own. Has a nice little half kitchen with an under-counter refrigerator, microwave. So whoever's up in that area can kind of be self-sufficient. We didn't cut any corners in the half kitchen either. We went all out with a leather textured style granite, marble bezeled cut backsplash, shaker style cabinet, self-closing hinges, Farmer stainless steel sink with Delta faucets, high-end under-counter GE refrigerator. So it's set its own little living quarters. Another couple of nice things about the private guest quarters is you have accessibility from the main part of the house as well as a private staircase leading out to the garage. So the home can be very much secured from that guest quarters. The other thing we did with it being a private guest quarters, we wanted it to be attached to the main house for an older child, teenage child, as well as a mother-in-law, grandparent, as well as a potential tenant. So therefore we gave it a private rear staircase access as well as main access that can be secured from the rest of the house. Another nice thing about the guest quarters is it does has its own private staircase that's separate from the rest of the house, so it can be secured as its own living quarters or connected with the rest of the home. One of the things we wanted to do in regards to the bathrooms is we wanted to really make each one stand alone, not only in a practicality standpoint, but also on an elegant side. One of the things that we pride ourselves in the Heights especially is giving that feeling of coming up to a 1920s genre house, yet walking into a new modern, really contemporary or traditional, just that homey feel. The showers that we did were all, in regards to the showers, we paid a lot of attention to detail with the bevel glass, the tile enclosure, the Delta faucets, rain heads in the master, body sprayers, just really having that sitting bench that's also enclosed in the same tile. We didn't want to come in with your standard tub liner look, so we took the same tile that was put on the walls and we cut those down to create the grade for the water to flow, and really presented it with a really nice walk-in shower. One thing we pay a lot of attention to in our homes is we go for that really energy efficient rating. We did double pane, JELD-WIN, double hung windows, went with a tankless water heater that is remote controlled, blown in insulation in the attic, subfloor insulation, 16 SEER system for the AC and heat to make a very, very energy efficient home. The other thing we did in the attic, just to really maintain the temperature, keep the hot out, the cold in, or the cold in and the heat out, is we went with a TechShield lined decking for the roof to really help from an efficiency standpoint. Another customization we did is we went with all 8-foot tall doors. Another item about the private guest quarters kitchen is we did pre-run gas and electric, so if anybody wanted to come in at a later time and drop in a range, that's accessible to do that. One of the nice things that this home offers that a lot of homes in this area doesn't is it does back up to a private alleyway. So that was able to let us incorporate a 2-car garage with 12-foot ceiling heights. It also gave us the front street curb appeal of being able to implement parallel parking. So parking for those entertaining nights won't be an issue with this home.